On AM Extra, here's something that will surely put a chill down your spine on this Halloween. A podcast looking into a suspected serial killer with ties to the Pacific Northwest has a follow-up for us.
Yeah, Somewhere in the Pines follows Israel Keys, who admitted to murdering at least 3 people. He's believed to be involved in many more cases, and officials say he used kill kits to target his victims, hiding them near trails. Some of those kits may be found here in the Pacific Northwest, and finding them is the goal behind this podcast. Joining us live now with a truly haunting update to this case with some never-before-seen details, podcast co-hosts Joshua Ash and Dakota Williams. Good morning to you both. It's great to see you.
Thanks for having us.
This is a captivating story, which is always interesting when you talk about an intriguing story with true crime. I mean, people lost their lives in these, but let's talk about what you have found here. So Somewhere in the Pines releasing some new artistic images recently regarding this case. What are they?
Yeah, we've been working with the FBI, and they presented new images from Israel's cell whenever he was found dead in his cell. And we worked with a Canadian contemporary artist to recreate the image of his cell that has new writings in blood. So that's the image that we're presenting to the public today.
Yeah, so what is that? The painting that you brought in here today. I believe we have a camera shot that can highlight this. Dive a little bit more into this story of exactly what this is for people that don't know the story of Israel Keys.
So back in June, we were shown an image when we visited FBI headquarters, and it was an image of Israel's cell the morning that he was found deceased by suicide. And there was writings on the wall, and no one, until recently, no one knew what the writings were. And so we wanted to figure out an ethical way to release this. And so that's why we teamed up with Heather Horton-Weeden, so she could make a rendering instead of a photograph, so that a photograph wouldn't be mistaken for like the real thing. We didn't want it to be releasing fake evidence or anything like that. So we thought it was important to release the information because someone out there might know what this means. We are doing our research to try to figure it out, but it's very possible that family or friends of his might already know what this means. And so it's important that if you have tips or leads that you contact the FBI with those leads.
Last time we spoke, we talked about those kill kits. They were found unassuming trash bags or trash cans sprinkled around the Pacific Northwest that sometimes just people out in the wilderness enjoying and exploring were to find. Can you talk to us more about the ties to the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah, he did. So he hid these 5-gallon buckets all throughout the country, but we know they spent a lot of time living in Washington and in Oregon, and the FBI believes that he killed 4 people in Washington, and they don't know who those victims are yet. So basically, there are just buckets hidden under rocks and under trash throughout the Pacific Northwest that could hold evidence of actual victims, and that's what we're trying to find right now.
Yeah, an important note from last time is if you find one of these, you might not know what you found, but just don't mess with it. Don't tamper with what is surely to be evidence. Call your local law enforcement. Is that still the message?
Absolutely. Yep.
Wow, good advice there. Okay, what is the next step here? So again, Somewhere in the Pines, that's your podcast, and you're following this investigation. You're also, I mean, really in many ways a part of this investigation. What's the next step for you, and how are you telling this story?
We're going to continue to try to locate the caches, and when we're doing that, we're looking through the case file, we're talking to the FBI, we're following up on leads that we find on the internet, things like that. We were able to identify a cache in Louisiana, so that was a big success for our team.
Wow.
And so we're just going to stay the course.
Wow, it really spans across the country there, Louisiana to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, and you guys, you talk about these ethical ways of sharing because true crime, it impacts a community. It is, interesting for many people, but it's also devastating and horrific for the people who it impacted. How do you guys incorporate ethics into your reporting?
Well, when we first got this information, we weren't really sure how to actually release it to the public because we knew we wouldn't have the actual image to present. And there was a victim of his named Samantha Koenig where somebody recreated a ransom photo whenever she was dead, and it's a terrible image, and we want to make sure that we didn't just release the new words, "If the only blood was mine, I would spill it," and have somebody else make the image on their own. So being able to basically take notes on the image right away and then find somebody like Heather to recreate the image as a way to release it in a way that's more palatable and not recreating the scene on our own and having it be mistaken as the real image.
Yeah, it's a fine line to walk, but you do walk it. I appreciate you guys coming on the show to talk about it. And where can people follow along?
Somewhereinthepines.com, we have more information on this image, and we'll continue to do that, and also any podcast provider. Apple.
Awesome. All right, Dakota, Josh, appreciate the time. Thanks
so
for
much.
coming in. Yeah. And again, you can find more information somewhereinthepines.com, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen, you can listen to them there.
Time is 7:39. Up next.